So let's dive right into one of the biggest, most paralyzing feelings that so many of us face, that nagging voice that says, you're just not ready to start.
You know that feeling, don't you, where it seems like you're just a spectator, watching your own life happen from the sidelines. The game you actually want to be playing is right there in front of you, but you feel stuck. And honestly, it's an incredibly frustrating place to be.
And this quote, wow, it just gets right to the heart of it. A lot of the time, the real roadblock isn't even failure itself. It's the fear of looking foolish, of not measuring up. And that fear, it can be absolutely immobilizing.
So you're scrolling through your phone, or you hear about a friend's brand new venture, and you just see people taking these huge leaps, the exact same leaps you dream about, and you're just watching. It really can feel like you're stuck watching everyone else's highlight reel.
And that's when the big question hits, right? It just echoes in your head. You see other people succeeding, and you know you've got potential. You have ideas, you have the drive. So what is it? What's holding you back? Why isn't it you?
Well, the answer, more often than not, lies in this really powerful belief we tell ourselves. It's a myth, really, and that's exactly what we need to dismantle, right now. See, we have this picture in our heads of what the start of a success story looks like. We imagine that the people who really make it, the entrepreneurs, the creators, the leaders, they just woke up one day with a flawless plan and zero doubts. But that's just not how it works at all.
Okay, let's break this down because this is the whole game. The myth is that to start you have to feel confident, totally prepared, 100% ready to go. But the reality? The reality is that successful people felt scared, they felt uncertain, but they started anyway.
Let this one sink in for a minute. No one actually feels fully ready. That feeling of not being ready, it's not a sign that you're not cut out for this. It's the universal starting line. It is completely 100% normal.
So, if readiness isn't something you just wait around for, where on earth does it come from? Well, this next part, this is the key to everything.
The big difference between the people on the sidelines and the ones in the game, it's not the absence of fear. It's the presence of action despite the fear. They didn't have some magic shot of confidence. They just made the choice to act without it.
And this, right here, is the single most important takeaway. Readiness isn't something you need before you act. Readiness is the result of your action. You don't get ready and then do the thing. You do the thing to get ready.
And the best part is, this builds on itself. It's like a positive feedback loop. You take one small, messy, imperfect step. That one step gives you real-world feedback. What worked, what didn't. That tiny bit of knowledge builds a tiny bit of confidence, which makes it just a little bit easier to take the next step. And that, my friends, is how you build momentum.
Okay, but I know what you're thinking. What about the biggest fear of them all? What happens when those small actions don't quite work out?
For our whole lives, we've been taught to see failure as this big red stop sign, an end point, a judgment on who we are. But if we actually want to get anywhere, we have to completely reframe that idea. Failure is not your enemy.
So let's just change the definition. What if failure wasn't a verdict on your worth? What if it's just mandatory feedback? The price of admission for doing anything meaningful. It's not just some unfortunate possibility. It's a necessary stepping stone.
Because when you look at it this way, every failure becomes a lesson. It's just data. Data that tells you, hey, maybe pivot a little to the left, or try a different approach, or you need to strengthen this one weak spot. It's not a dead end. It's a course correction on your way to success.
So let's recap. We've busted the myth of readiness. We've totally reframed failure. There's really only one excuse left standing in our way.
Yes, the perfect time. We all tell ourselves this one, right? I'll start when things calm down, or I'll start when I have more money, or when I know a little more. But that perfect moment when every single light is green, I hate to break it to you, but it's never going to arrive. It's just the ultimate excuse to procrastinate.
The real time to start is right now. Not when your life is perfect and tidy, but right here, in the middle of all its beautiful, messy chaos. With what you've got right from where you are. This is it. This is your starting line.
So consider this your official permission slip. You have permission to be a beginner. You have permission to be imperfect. You have permission to fail and to learn. All that's left now is for you to answer the one question that got us started on this whole journey.
No, seriously. If no one ever really feels ready, if failure is just valuable feedback, and if the perfect time is a total myth, then what's really stopping you? The only question left to ask yourself is, why not you? And why not now?